Hey girls! A few weeks ago, I started yet another playthrough of Skyrim. Ever since this game was released for the first time in 2011, it's been one of those titles that I consistently love to replay every few years. Now, as I've said a million times in the past, I have always been a Fallout girl over an Elder Scrolls girl. I have literally always preferred Fallout over the Elder Scrolls. I've just always really liked Fallout's humor, atmosphere, and musical scores more than Skyrim, Oblivion, or Morrowind. Despite that, however, I am still a really big fan of the Elder Scrolls games, and I have just had a total blast replaying Skyrim for like the, I don't know, 10th time. Something that is really interesting about Skyrim in particular, though, is it is a game that just somehow, some way manages to feel timeless. Now, obviously, the game itself is extremely dated from a technical and gameplay perspective, but it's just the game doesn't feel old. It's just I can always go back and replay this game with no issues. This makes it extremely unique among the rest of Bethesda's games because Fallout 3, Oblivion, New Vegas, even Fallout 4, they all feel old. I really don't even know how to properly explain why I feel this way about Skyrim, so I'm just gonna transition into talking about some things that I really like about the game. For starters, the character creation and race selection, it is phenomenal. By the way, Argonians are the undisputed best race, and if you disagree with me on that, you're wrong. Seriously though, if you like to play Skyrim or any of the Elder Scrolls games, tell me what race is your favorite because I'm genuinely curious. It's a fun conversation that I love to have. But even though I think pretty much all of the races are interesting in their own ways, I have just always been naturally drawn to the Argonians because one, I'm a furry, and two, their lore is really fucking interesting. Beyond that though, Skyrim's world is just absolutely fucking beautiful. Mainly the cities. I adore the cities and towns in this game. Obviously, everybody really likes Whiterun, but my favorite is Riften. I just really like Riften, mainly because there are actual Argonians that live here. It doesn't really matter which city you're in though, whether it's Whiterun, Solitude, Riften, Markarth, even Winterhold. All of these cities are really cool, except for maybe Windhelm. I've never really liked Windhelm. It kinda stinks. But similarly to the Pokemon games, I just really enjoy walking around the cities in Skyrim, talking to the NPCs, and seeing what they have to say. And not only are the cities themselves super interesting, the side quests that are present in the game are also pretty freaking good. Not as good as Oblivion's, mind you, but just really the Daedra quests in particular. Skyrim's side quests really freaking rule. Sadly, the faction storylines kinda stink. I don't want to say they're bad, but they're not really great either. The only one that I truly love is the Dark Brotherhood quest line, but I don't want to go too deep into it because spoilers for a 14-year-old game. But the Dark Brotherhood storyline it's kind of wasted potential. It is definitely not as good as the Dark Brotherhood storyline in Oblivion. That much I will say. I do think the Companion's questline is pretty good though, mainly because you get to become a werewolf and Werewolves are fucking awesome. They are so much cooler than vampires, and if you disagree, you're wrong. Overall though, I have just had a really pleasant experience revisiting Skyrim. It is far and away from being a perfect game, but it's just super cozy, welcoming, and fun. It is in no way my favorite Bethesda game, or even my favorite Elder Scrolls game, but it's always fun to go back to, and I really appreciate what it's done for the gaming industry. Something I will say though, and I really did want to talk about this, speaking as a girl who really loves Fallout, I am extremely jealous of Elder Scrolls fans. Elder Scrolls games literally get so much content, so many quests, so many factions, and it's just, you can play Skyrim almost forever. You can't really do that with the Fallout games, except for maybe 4, if you really like the settlement building. But yeah, I usually clock out of my Fallout playthroughs around the 100 hour mark. You can play Skyrim for 200, even 300 hours easily. And that is something I have always been envious of as a person who prefers Fallout. I wish those games were longer, and I really want Fallout 5, so come on Bethesda. Go ahead and release Elder Scrolls 6 already. Obviously, because that's gonna be a decent game, but I really want another Fallout, so make it happen. But anyway, that's gonna be the whole video. I don't really have anything else to say. Other than that, I'm really sorry I sound kinda stuffy. My nose is super backed up and it's just... it stinks so bad. And I hate it because I can barely freaking breathe. But yeah, that's gonna be the whole video. That's really all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, girls. Go replay Skyrim. It's fun. Bye, girls.